I am live. I think I don't know. I can't see any chats, nothing. Ah, okay. I need. Here we go. Copy. I'm gonna copy this. Okay. Let's go into this. See if we can see something. Okie dokie. Okie dokie. We'll see if that works. Okie dokie. I don't know who. Okay. Okay, so apparently I'm live since 1 minute and 22 minutes. Ridiculous. Everything is bad. Everything is bad today. So invite. I don't know who to. Stop. Mute. Leave studio. No, I don't want to leave studio. Oh. Comments. I have 7 comments. Oh, here we go. Oh, have you all heard me? What I've been talking to myself? Oh, Fat Grammy Mona, thank you so much for joining. Oh, I'm a huge fan of yours. Oh, beautiful. Oh, thank you so much, everyone. You can't believe I feel so bad for the ones that have been here for 35 minutes waiting for me to go live. I was devastated for you first. And Fluffer, thank you so much. You are amazing. I don't know what I would do without you. Oh, gee. Yes, DJ Houston, we have launched. I don't know about that. I'm not launching anything at the moment. I'm just happy I'm live, but I'm with StreamYard, so yeah, I don't really have my logos and everything up. Not sure yet if I ever want to sorry, pay for it. um Perhaps YouTube Studio. I don't know what's the problem. I'm gonna have to investigate this tomorrow. I did everything in settings to switch off all the microphones and cameras to all the application. Everything was that. I mean, I've been in IT for many years, and when I say many years, decades, and I'm lost, and I feel bad because I should know things like that. But yeah, Yolanda, thank you so much. Vielen Dank, das darf ich. Sorry, that was a little bit of Swiss German to say hello to Yolanda. She's from FASA, the anti-activist, the anti-Scientology activist group based in Switzerland. She's in Basel, and she takes care of the German-speaking countries, so the German-speaking part of Switzerland, Germany, and Austria. So yes, she has become a really good friend. I really like her. Janelle, I noticed that early on. You've been waiting since 7 o'clock. I don't know what time it is where you are, Janelle, but I appreciate you all. I'm so happy to be here. And Mona, thank you very much for being here too. Um, Bonnie's my dog. She's kicking me. Why are you kicking me? There are people talking to me. Well, you can't hear it, but I do. Well, yes, it seems to be goofy. Honestly, I mean, can can people not do stuff simply? In a simple way? Because if I, who have worked in IT for decades, are lost, who else is gonna be lost? Especially the people who are. But anyway, obviously, I'm not that intelligent. Or not anymore. I'm getting old and oh, anyway. I don't even know what to tell you guys now. I was so I was so excited to come on because I had the issue before when I scheduled the live, but nowhere it was telling me I was not eligible. And then it came up, camera is being used by another application. So obviously, I went into settings. I have Windows 11, not 10. So I went to Windows settings, checked the microphones, and obviously, yeah, the application I use to create videos and everything, the camera and microphone were on, so I switched all this off. I rebooted the laptop, came back into studio, and everything was fine. Said, okay, that's fine. I'm recording my new video for the Olympics. And when the video was finished recording, I wanted to watch it, and I just see a dead image of myself, and the video doesn't run, no sound, no nothing. So yeah, lots of problems today. I don't know, perhaps I'm doing everything way too fast. um oh, thank you so much everyone to stick around. I'm happy for you guys to ask me question, to get to know me better. um For the ones who don't know, I'm the new editor of the resource page of sptv.space, and I enjoy this so much. And Fluffer Squirrel has taught me how to mod on her channel, and that's how I started to know people in the chat, and I enjoy that. Um, I'm not, even if I do watch some of the lives, but often the lives from the US are in the middle of my night, and I'd rather sleep. Already, my older dog Bonnie here, she wakes me up 2 or 3 times a night, and I have to take her out. So Baxter doesn't really care if he goes out or not, but he just wobbles around and comes with us. But so then I want to go back to sleep and not put YouTube back on. But yeah, so I watch a lot of you guys' videos or lives on replay, unfortunately, so I can't be in the chats. The ones who have really big channels, the chats are way too fast for me. I can't follow. It goes so fast. So well, you can hear her, yeah, because she's playing dumb at the moment. Perhaps if she sits up, but my dogs are really strong-headed, probably like me. If they don't want to come and show their faces, they will not. Early on, the cat was here. I was trying to record my video without having her here. Um, Ham, MD Media, thank you for joining. Yes, I did it with StreamYard in the end. YouTube, I'm starting to dislike YouTube, to be honest with you. But anyway, we're going to see how it goes next time. I'm going to have to investigate all this stuff. I don't know if it's a technical issue with YouTube and my laptop, or am I really not eligible yet, even though now I was devastated this morning. So, for the ones who don't know, we did the Flufferton on Thursday. So, Fluffer was live for 8 hours. Our mod A Girl dropped all the links of all the channels that have less than 1,000 subs on, so to promote them a little bit, give them. And I had about, I don't know, 19 or 20 subscribers. You see, I have a fly that is bugging me now. And I could see the numbers going, and then 2.5 hours into the live, I reached 50 subs. Fluffer did a dance. I'm gonna clip that and put it on my channel. You're gonna see it was amazing dance of the day. In the evening, I went to bed. I had 65 subs Thursday evening. Yesterday morning, I went down to 57, and this morning to 47, and I was, oh no, And then suddenly it picked up. Fluffer was so nice to put a post up. Oh, Janelle, sorry, I gotta answer a big question. Janelle, I lived in Switzerland. I am Swiss. Well, one of many nationalities I have, but I am Swiss. I grew up in Zurich. I lived in Switzerland for until about 25 years ago. Well, more than 25 years ago. I moved to the UK at the beginning of 1999. So I lived 14 years in England, and now I've been 11 years and a half in where? In Scotland. I'm in Scotland. I'm so surprised that I'm live that I don't know what I'm talking about. Let me just go back to here. Why is that thing not working? Ah. Does that mean that in StreamYard you're losing the oh no, you have to do it in a different way. Okay. It's my sound is good. That's good. You see, I'm not wearing any no headset. Even though sometimes I put the headset on only because my headset, the Microsoft doesn't pick up the dogs when they bark, but they don't bark very often these days, so that's good. I'm also showing live on it. Oh, I need to go and check this out. Sorry, guys. SPDV space. Am I? Oh, I am. Oh, and I'm an activist. I am. Okay, let's go back here. Okay. I'm like a kid in a candy store. Oh, you were there in 91. Ooh, that's a long time ago, right? You will need to be a bit more specific, Janelle. Where did you go to Switzerland? My mother lives just above Montreux. For the ones who know a little bit of Switzerland, Montreux, in July, in the entire of July, they have the jazz festival or the International Jazz Festival, Spider Lake. It's beautiful. But they don't really play jazz anymore. It's very sad. Montreux is by the Lake of Geneva. That's how you call it in English, even though we don't call it like that in Swiss. Well, in Swiss German, we call it Lake Geneva as well, but actually the real name is Lac Léman. And so half of it belongs to France and the other half belongs to us in Switzerland. What else did I want to say? And yeah, and Montreux is the only town by this lake, not the sea, the lake, where palm trees grow, and they have practically the same climate than in the south of France. So a beautiful place, beautiful. Also, on by the lake, there is a beautiful statue of Freddie Mercury. You know, the one when he's standing up like that. And you have the impression, every time I'm there, I have the impression that statue is going to start moving and Freddie Mercury is going to start singing. He did live not far away from Montreux. We have a lot of celebrities living in Switzerland, like Phil Collins, Tina Turner. Unfortunately, she just passed away, but Tina Turner lived outside Zurich. Yolanda might actually help me. So many. You know, the Italian royal family, when they were exiled from Italy, they moved to Geneva. I'm trying to remember. Oh, you remember the Formula One driver, Michael Schumacher, the German one? He lives in the French-speaking part of Switzerland. This is on top of my head. I don't remember everyone. Peter Ustinov used to live not far away of the village where my mum used to live, and these are all little villages in the vineyards between Lausanne and Geneva. Beautiful places. One day I'll make a video and I show you on Google Maps with the proper images where what is. You're gonna see. Yes, my country is a beautiful country, but I do love Scotland as well, I have to say. So let me go back to this. I have tendency to talk too much, like always, but it's nice when I'm on my own. No one is going to interrupt me. And I'm not going to interrupt anyone else either. We need to keep the main side free as it needs to go to the sky. Anyway, Slav, I need because you already on YouTube. Okay, I love YouTube. It was DJ. I think what I learned from Fluffer, we need to interact more with the comments that people leave you. I think even if you do just a short per day, if you haven't prepared or created a bigger video, sometimes, I was creating my videos for the Olympics yesterday. I had something in mind and it took me all day, and to end up my idea didn't work. So I had to restart everything today. And obviously, with this technical stuff with microphones and cameras not working, that didn't work either. So I'm going to have to do it all over again. So the life is going to be good. I have people that have joined that. I'm all over the place about it. I'm happy. Thank you so much. Janelle says 74 subscriber. Yeah, I'm happy from 47 this morning to 74. The numbers inversed. Yeah, we're gonna get DJ his numbers up as well. Matt, who is Matt? Oh, I forgot. It's MD Media, Matt, right? Yeah. Okay. Sorry, I'm not as at the bottom of the chat. I try to be a nice lady. Kirby's mom is here. Thank you so much. Thank you. Oh, Janelle. So she went to Lucerne. I didn't live far away from Lucerne either. I worked not far away from there. Lucerne is beautiful. Yes, Geneva. I don't like Geneva. It's an ugly city. Um, Engelberg and the Mount Titlis. Wow. Um, yes, he's a part of the community, Matt. Yeah, DJ, you are. DJ, you write Montreux correctly. Thank you. The song famous from Smoke on the Water. I don't really know what you're saying, but perhaps. Oh, thank you, Fluffer. Oh, I'm so over the moon. Kirby's mom, thank you. Oh, hello, welcome. So if I misspell name or Doa's megaphone, thank you, Matt, to sending some people over. You are all so kind. Oh, DOA's megaphone. I gotcha. Oh, yeah. Sometimes we don't see everything in a word in a name, right? Oh yeah, yeah. And the media. How did your appointment go yesterday? Um, oh, by the way, I started watching Odysseus live this morning when I woke up, but then I got sidetracked by. I really want to talk about this. If you guys haven't watched it yet, please do so. So, the SB chef Samuel, Scientology Up North, L. Ron Hupcold, and Bianca, they were all protesting in front of Scientology in Copenhagen, in Denmark. They had the permit, they were nice, they had the big sign with I can't remember the title, but with all the names, like Liz Gale did, beautiful. And then in the last hour, I got really disturbed by it. A man came up to Bianca. He was practically in her face. And I thought, who's strange? Who is that? And someone said in the chat, it's the new, or he's the head of OSA. Um, and he didn't, he said, he looked at Samuel, he said, oh, I know you, Samuel. And then he continued, but he didn't seem to want to talk to him. Then he continued to other lady. One lady said, can you give me some space? He was really in, and he only went up to women. He was trying to intimidate everyone. Poor Bianca was shaken. I felt so bad. And that's when I realized it. We need to get this thing down. I can't call it a church. I'm sorry. For me, it's a cult, and we have to get it down. I'm even more determined, and with everyone around here, we're gonna manage it. Thank you for sharing their links, Fluffer. That's very kind of you. Um, they done an amazing job in Copenhagen. They have applied for permit number 4. So let's look out for their next one. Yeah, he was very rude. And then later on, perhaps not even 10 minutes later, a woman came to film them all. And I think Scientology up north, I can't remember her name, said that it was the wife of that man. Rude people, very rude. Bye, Mona. Thank you so much for joining. I really, really appreciate it. Thank you. I don't know about that, DJ Nico. I think that the German WW2 officers would look much nicer than him. I was asking someone in Samuel's chat. I said, "Is that the new Mike Rinder?" Oh, wirklich? It's not nice to. They don't seem to know what boundaries are. Personal space as well. Oh, hi, new name. Ah, lovely to see you. Thank you for joining me in my new life. And it was not an easy start, I tell you. I ended up having to use StreamYard, but obviously it might be a good thing to do that, to use it in the future. I don't know if they need a permit for the banner. It was a permit to protest. Even the police came once because apparently Scientology called them and saying um, they were shouting, but no one was shouting at anyone. So, yeah. Oh, hi, Mena. Nice. Thank you for joining me. Mena is in Glasgow, also from Scotland. Hopefully she will come in August. Mena, by the way, I joined your SPTV Scots on Facebook. If you can approve me, that would be great. Then we're gonna go and visit the Scientology little door in Edinburgh. But we'll go in August when the festival is on. For the ones who don't know, in August we have the Fringe Festival. So this is mainly for comedians. They come um, to do. They do comedy in the streets of Edinburgh, in loads of different venues around Edinburgh, big or small. It's very impressive. That's the month where we have the most tourists, apart from obviously Christmas and Hogmanay. Um, for the ones who don't know what Hogmanay is the Scottish name for New Year's Eve in Scotland. Um, what else? Yeah, so they might be on their way to try to recruit people in Edinburgh. Who knows? I'm not sure if, well, we're going to have to go and see for ourselves, and then we will see. So, I know it's a very well known festival, Janelle, but not everyone knows that. And also, I forgot, there is not only the French festival in August, there's also the military tattoo that is being held in front of Edinburgh Castle. So perhaps one day I'll make a lovely video about the castle. It sits on top of actually a very, very old volcano. Um, I love Edinburgh. I think there are so much things you can see, do, and the restaurants are non-stop, and also the pubs. I think there are more places to drink than to eat, but they might be at the same level. Who knows? Um, thank you, Mena. Someone else is going to protest during the French. Ooh, I would like to know that, Fluffer. Can you see me go protesting 4'4" lady? The Journey 2020. Thank you for joining. Thank you very much. Oh, thank you, Paraditology. Now I start to be able to pronounce. I didn't realize you were here. You say peace out. You just come in and go out. Thank you, Mena, for approving me. I'll check it out later. Oh, I'm so thank you all for joining. I'm really, really, look, I have 13 people watching. I'm impressed. Um yeah, you take your time, Fluffer. When you are ready, you will know. Okay, Janelle, I will try my best. Obviously, as you can hear, I'm not Scottish, but it's a beautiful town. I mean, there are more places that are beautiful in Scotland. Don't misunderstand me, but as a city, Edinburgh has, for me, had everything. I can, obviously, I don't live in Edinburgh in the city centre anymore. I live about an hour's with the bus east of Edinburgh. So every time I go in, or when my mum comes to visit, because my mum loves Edinburgh, I feel like a tourist every time I go into Edinburgh. It's not that often lately because I have everything around here, but I do when I go in. I enjoy Edinburgh so much. I every time I see the castle on top of that thing, that it's like it's the first time I've seen it. I love it. I love it. I love the Scottish history and everything behind it. Um, Apparently, I have some kind of DNA with Scotland as well. I don't know how much, but I'll take it anytime. Oh, thank you, Kirby's mom. Yeah, my three four-legged. They're all sleeping now. No one wants to come and show their faces. So, and as I have a mess, I'm not going to move that laptop around. No way. One day, one day. Mena says Glasgow is better. I've been to Glasgow a few times. I have friends over there. I'm not saying I don't like it. It's just, it's not Edinburgh. I'm sorry. Um, Glasgow does have Macintosh. Yes, that's true. Oh, the journey. Yeah, it took me ages to get live, and I don't know. I didn't know if it was my laptop because apparently there was another application using the camera and the micro. Honestly, and then someone said try StreamYard, and I tried, and boom, I was here, 35 minutes late. And being Swiss, I don't like being late. Oh, hello, but first coffee, Susie Oberholz. Thank you so much for joining. I noticed this morning you subscribed to my channel. Thank you so much. That's very nice. Rika. Oh, hello, Rika. Thank you so much. Thank you, thank you. You guys are amazing. To join me. I'm. Oh, I missed something here. Uh, oh, Fluffer, I'm so sorry. I didn't know all this. Oh, you have to look after yourself. We all have to look after ourselves, right? So nice to see you all. I'm so impressed. So, I don't know what to say anymore. Let's do something. Um, why don't you guys ask me questions? My story, the OS megaphone says. Okay, that might take hours, but I'll try to do a little bit. So, as you know, my name is not Et Voilà, but my name is Brigitte or Bridget or Bridge. So most of my friends call me Bridge because it's the short way. Um, I am Swiss on my mother's side. I am Belgian on my father's side. And I'm also Australian because I was born in Sydney, Australia. So my parents emigrated to Australia separately from their respective countries. They met in Australia, met. My mother didn't like him. He fell in love with her bosom. 5 weeks later, they were married. And they were married for nearly 25 years until my dad passed away at the very young age of 52. So, when I was 18 months old, my parents decided to come back to Europe, and the only reason was because being a small person. So, for the people who don't know, I have one of many conditions of dwarfism. So I had legs, round legs, so like a cowboy, etc. And in those days in Australia, there were hardly any orthopedic specialists out there. So they decided to come to Europe. And in those days, they didn't fly. It was too expensive. So 5 weeks on a ship from Australia to Portugal, I think. And then, boom, went to Belgium because my dad's parents lived in Brussels. My mom never had parents, or none of them she knew. So we stayed in Belgium about 3 years, and in that time my brother was born. My brother is called Christian, or Christian. And after 3 years, probably my mom had a little bit too much. My grandma was a tough woman. So we moved to Switzerland. But because we were speaking at home, I never understood how we ended up in the German speaking part of Switzerland. But that's what happened. I remember at the age of 4.5, I started kindergarten, and I didn't understand a word, but I learned Swiss German quite quickly. I don't remember being an issue because otherwise I would remember it. So I must have learned it fast. Let me see. Do you speak French and Flemish? I only speak French. New name. Flemish is not my thing. I'm sorry. I only lived 3 years in Brussels. I mean, that was between the age of 18 months and 4, something like that. Yeah, and we are not Flemish anyway. Yes, Brussels is a beautiful city as well. Um, Good food, yes. Waffles are my favorites. the big waffles, things that are that thick. Not the little things you buy in Aldi's or Lidl's that you chuck in your toaster. That's not the same. Um, and then French fries and mussels and then the many, 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 many different kinds of beers. Yes, new name. Um, I'm not a big fan of how you say it, of beer, but the strawberry beer is not bad. Kriek, yes, that is a strong beer. You have a sip and you're under the table within seconds. So that's Belgium behind me. We're in Switzerland. Nothing special happened apart from me at the age of 4 or 5. I started going to hospital for my legs, having surgeries. One of the best orthopedic hospitals in Europe is in Zurich, and it became my second home nearly. So I had that operation at that age. So that operated on my hips, and that were two operations. They couldn't operate on both hips. So and I'm glad they did that. Apparently, it's an operation they would do on a 6-month-old baby, and they did this operation when I was about 4 or 5. Cherry beer, yeah, I like that too. I'll come back to your question in a second, DJ. I'll just try to make my life story quite short, shortish, not too long. Well, I can talk about my life in another life. Seriously. Um, okay, let's answer DJ Nico's question. His question was, "What brought you into the F Sciento world? What are the short-term goals for you?" Eric, thank you so much for joining. Thank you very much. I do appreciate you. Thank you. I appreciate all of you. All of you. You don't know how much. Okay, go back to DJ Nico. Um, DJ Nico. So what happens at the age of very nice 20-year-old girl going to London to learn better English. I heard English all my life. We had English in school. Um, in Switzerland, English is not optional, it is mandatory because the Swiss Germans don't want to learn French and the Swiss French don't want to learn Swiss German. So they learn English and they can talk to each other. That's how it works in Switzerland. I didn't go to university. We can't afford that in Switzerland. It's not like France, UK, US, where you can get grants and things like that. If you're not from a rich family, it's very difficult. Unless you have an IQ of 250, it's difficult to get any kind of money outside of your family to get to uni. And I'm not that intelligent either to get to university. So I'm going back to DJ Nico's questions. You guys stop interrupting me. Okay, so yeah, went to London. I met my best friend in school in London. He's called Jean Paul, and one day we were walking up and down Tottenham Court Road. We were waiting for another friend, and obviously, we passed by the Scientology. I didn't have a clue what they were, but being a 20-year-old and a woman, and you see personality test using. Bing, I want the personality test. I want to know. And my friend Jean Paul in my ear in French saying, "No, no, same sect. It's a cult. It's a cult." And I said, "I don't care. I just want to do the personality test." And so he said, "Okay, we have nothing else to do. We still have to wait. Let's do the test." 200 questions after it. I said to him, "I don't understand all the question. My English is not that good yet." He says, I didn't understand anything. I just wrote. And I said, look, you're about 6 foot something. I'm 4 foot 4. You're going to see you have no problems, Jean Paul. I have all the problems because I'm small. And that was, and they tried to sell me their book. And I said, look, I'm a student. I can't afford buying a new book. Um, and that was it. And then didn't think about Scientology for a long, long time. And then I can't remember which year it was, but I'm pretty sure it was in the early 90s. I was still living in Switzerland, and there was this horrible thing that happened. I mean, it was in December, a few weeks before Christmas, where the I don't know how you say it. The name was something like the Sun Templar or the Templar of the Sun committed all suicide. And at the same time in Canada, and I'm pretty sure in the US as well. And we had never seen something like that in Switzerland. It was horrendous. And that's when I got interested in cults and what it means. And there was a French musician, I think he was a musician who wrote a book after this incident. And I was interested to know, if you are that intelligent, how come you're joining something like that? So they told them to commit suicide because in the afterlife, there will be somewhere a better life and they will never die afterwards. And I mean, seriously, I don't know. It was horrendous. There were, I think, if I'm not mistaken, there were about 3 or 4 children as well. And obviously, they didn't commit suicide. They were killed prior to this. Children wouldn't understand what that means to commit suicide. I don't know if I'm allowed to say that, so I'm going to stop saying the word. So that was horrendous. From that moment on, I started getting to understand what all this cult meant. And yeah, and I love watching documentaries, but specifically during when the pandemic started, and we have this stupid thing in the UK with the TV license and live watch and watching channels, etc. And I'm like, I'm not paying you, bug off. So I started watching more stuff on YouTube and Amazon and Netflix, and I think I've seen all the documentaries about cults. Um, uh, it doesn't matter which cult. And then one day I came. That was prior to the pandemic, but um, I discovered one day also the Leah Remini's Aftermath show, and I thought, oh, finally someone does something about Scientology. And I was impressed at the time, and I thought Leah was a hero and Mike Rinder. But obviously, I didn't know all of you guys. I didn't know this community. And then 2 years ago, the Johnny Depp versus his ex-wife trial started, and I was a lot on the Popcorn Planet and the Emily D. Baker. That's where I was watching the trial. And one day, I think, yes, I think Andy from Popcorn Planet, I think he did interview Aaron from growing up in Scientology, and I'm like, oh, that's interesting. And that's how I discovered his channel. And then in the last year, I discovered everyone else, and then discovering the second and third generations like Natalie and Liz Gerald and Honora and Serge Delmar. And oh, I'm forgetting probably a lot because it's going out of my. But you understand what I mean. So I hope I answered your question, DJ. Sorry, I'm trying to keep up. Did you go to the university? No. How did you learn the tech field? Well, I was working for Shell Switzerland, as a finance personal assistant to about 5 or 6 bosses, and then the lady who did the computer support for all the employees left the company. They asked her, "Do you know someone who would be a fit to replace you?" She said, "Bridget seems to be very technical. I do like my gadgets, I have to say." And that's how I end up. I started doing PC support. And I mean, that was, oh, I'm not going to tell you how long ago it was, but the PC screens were huge. You had to carry them practically with the lorry or a truck. Uh, yeah, but that's how I started being in IT. Um, Unaliving. Thank you, Janelle. That's a word I'm gonna have difficulties to pronounce for a little while, but I'll try to remember. Joe, thank you, Joe, for joining. I do appreciate. Yay! Um, Merci, DJ Nico. You can ask more questions, even though I'm not sure if I have missed anything since the big question. No, 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 no. You love my humor. You're probably the only one. My mother, she's nearly 90 now. She always said, "You're not funny, Bridget. You're really not funny." But funnily enough, here in Scotland, my friends and the co-workers I had, they all thought I was funny. So I still think I'm funny. And even if my mother thinks I'm not funny, who cares? I try my best. And I know I'm probably never going to be everyone's cup of tea, but not everyone is my cup of tea either. So, I'm doing my best. And I try, even though that until the pandemic, I didn't know what depression and things like that were. I just worked my life through it. I always played the clown everywhere I went because life is too short. There are way too much horrendous things going on in the world. So if you have to, but then the pandemic hit and then it hit me hard as well. So I'm getting better now. So, and I have to say, thanks to Fluffer, and I have to give as much credit to Xenius taking me on as the editor of the resource page of sptv.space. I It has given me a meaning again. And for the ones who don't know, I lost my job about 2 months ago. They restructured the company, and it's easier to keep younger generations. They are cheaper, and let's just check a woman out that only has another 10 years to work till she retires. So thank you very much. So that hit me hard this time. It's not the first time I was made redundant, but this time it hit me hard because of my age. But I decided that I will take a break, and now I enjoy. I'm making videos. I loved making our sptv.space ad. I loved it. Um, and I'm a little bit of how you call that, a perfectionist when I do this video, so it takes me a long time. So, but I'm trying. I'm trying. Yeah, shout out to Xenu. So, you see, I forgot what I was saying. Shout out to Xenius and Fluffer. Thanks to taking me on, and they have been so nice, and I just love them both. And meeting everyone in the chat, I can't always join because sometimes, well, the dogs have to come first. I'm sorry. So, oh, I love this community really, and I meet nice people, and I can't wait until Joe Buchanan and Mena from Glasgow are coming to Edinburgh. We're gonna have a blast. Really, really. Um, so is Eric? Yeah, Eric, lots of love to Fluffer and Xenius. Ba-ba-bam. Thank you, DJ. I think you're quite funny too, honestly. Well, technology in general is quite easy to me. But when it's not easy, it's when my mother, who is sitting on her sofa in Switzerland, telling me, I have an issue within my iPhone. Can you tell me why? And I'm like, I don't know because I can't see it. So I can help people, but I need to see. And my mother knows I hate iPhones. Anything Apple, I don't like. I was I grew up in the DOS environment, so the younger generation won't know what that means. But I learned DOS, I learned Unix, I supported Windows and Word 1.1. Now we are on Office 2019, and I think there is a 2020 or 2022 coming out. I don't know. I can't keep up with all these new versions, but it's just to say how old I am. So, yeah, my mother says, can you tell me why WhatsApp doesn't do that on my iPhone? And I said, Mom, your WhatsApp app looks a bit different to mine, but you can't show me what the issue is because you're calling me with WhatsApp or from your iPhone. I can't help. I can't. It's a great community, Joe. Yes, and I feel like people have adopted me so quickly. I mean, I have to say the flufferton, Fluffer's flufferton on Thursday. Oh, that's a lot of stuff. Fluffer's flufferton on Thursday was amazing, and we both with A Girl and the ones that helped us on Thursday, we all hope it has helped not only me but helped everyone to get their subs up a little bit. But we need to figure out how to keep our snubs and not waking up the next day with 10, 15 less than the day before. Um, but I'm gonna investigate that as well. But I need to finish my other videos first. So anything Apple is iPay. Started programming with CPM before they renamed it DOS. Oh, iPay. I never heard of that. Huh. I still go on DOS on my Windows machines sometimes. Yeah, I told that Janelle to my mom. I said, "Why did you buy an iPhone?" She said, it's easier than the other ones. And my brother and me, we are huge fans of Galaxy. So I'm gonna show which Galaxy phone I have, and that will show you the extent of my gadget. I love my gadgets, and my gadget is this, and this is the. I'll close this. No one needs to see this. This is the Galaxy Fold 5. I just got it last year, and the Fold 6 just came out. Seriously, we don't need a new phone every year. Can they do every 2 years? Because the contracts are minimum of 2 years. Anyway, let's stop complaining, Bridget. Oh, thank you, Sir El Sarmento, for joining. Thank you. El Sarmento, were you telling me about you speak Portuguese on Thursday? If you are the person, then I have to say I have a good memory. I don't miss downloading a photo on dial-up. No, me neither. Oh my God, the modems. Can you remember? Oh, gee, that was. Oh, PTS for life. Hi, Jeff. Nice to meet you, and thank you for joining. I know you. I do watch your videos once in a while. Oh, when one could just write a macro to solve those little issues. Oh, macros. I love the macros in Excel. You see, that's the thing. I hate Apples and iPhones and all that stuff. But I dislike Microsoft because let's talk backwards. If we remember Word, Microsoft Word 1.1, that's when I started supporting it. A finance secretary or any oh no, these days we call them how you call them, personal assistant, something like that. They would use about 85 to 90% of Word. Look at what Word has become these days, right? A really good PA will probably use only 25% of Word because they have expanded it that you don't need everything. It's the same with Excel. I love the macros in Excel. I started making macros in Lotus 1, 2, 3. That's how old I am. I made them with Fred Flintstone. Okay, let me go back. So, El Sarmento, thank you for joining me tonight. Tech goes away over my. I like physical thing. Okay, to be like Hubbard with a poster and point. The journey. Oh, I was there before. Sorry. Oh, nice to meet you. Thank you for joining. Let them. South Africa. Ooh, I've been to Cape Town. I was in Cape Town, and I always want to say Dunbar, but Dunbar is here in Scotland. Durban. Durban? Is it Durban near Cape Town? Beautiful, beautiful down there. Yeah, when I was working for Shell Aviation in London, that took me to places I probably never have thought of going to. I've seen amazing places when I was working for them. From digital code, then basically took all the goodies. There are commands from CPM that works in dot if you know them. Okay, I don't know them. Yeah, Android all the way, Joe. Yeah, I had an iPhone once too because everyone had iPhones. I wanted to see what this rubbish was. And then the phone I had to send back to the company was an iPhone too, and it was driving me nuts because nothing was at the same place as on the Android. So, yeah. Buh. Oh, you're from Cape Town, new name. Did I understood that right? I had the layout of my. Actually, I have to say, Windows 11, I do prefer to Windows 10, even though Windows 10 was so much better than Windows. Well, Windows 7 was good. Windows 8.1 was the worst. 8 and 8.1 was horrendous. I don't know what they did. They must have done it while they were all drunk or something. Um, Oh, sorry, I have something in my eye. Yeah, I know my eyeball, but something else. The database, well, I'm calling it a database, but thinking about being able to share it on the resource page one day is actually a simple Google Sheet, similar to Excel. But in my last job, I was using Microsoft SQL databases. But I'm not a programmer, so I can't write any programs that would be in the front. I might find a way to do something different one day, or perhaps I can find someone to help me to create an app. But like I said, I'm not. Uh, okay, let's forget it. I'm going way ahead of me. let's just start our database on Google Sheet so that one day we can share it. At the moment, I don't have enough information, data on it to share it. It doesn't make any sense at the moment to put it there, but I'm working on it. New name. Thank you. It is Durban. Oh, that coast down there. Oh, it's so beautiful. Oh my God. It's beautiful. Ah, Janelle, you remember Lotus too? Grand Carolina. Little Switzerland in Lesotho. Ooh. I would like first, I always wanted to see all the towns or villages that have the same names as places in Switzerland in the US. So like there's a Zurich in the US, there is a Freiburg, and not to be mistaken by Freiburg in Germany, but actually, uh, I say Freiburg because we speak English, but it's actually called Fribourg because it's a French-speaking county in Switzerland, Fribourg. That I would Gruyere like the cheese. There is a village, a beautiful village in Switzerland called Gruyere, and that's where the cheese is coming from. And no, it's not the cheese with the holes. No, it's not that one. But it's the best Swiss cheese you can have. Um, Vista and Win8 were that. Oh, Vista, I forgot Vista. Yeah, from city, but I haven't lived there in 15 plus year. Cape Town. Okay. It's gone down. Joe, I have to reread it. I have actually posted a link on the resources page for England and Wales and the separate one for Scotland. So I'll Mena has accepted me on the Facebook page, so I will share the links on there for you guys, okay? I don't have it on top of my head at the moment. Oh, wait, actually, I'm on SPT Space. Guys, have you noticed? I'm live on SPTV Space. Let's go to, I think it's the category on the resource page called For Protesters. Yep. And it's called Scotland Protest Rights. Well, let me go here and here. Now I just need to find you guys again. How do I tag you guys in here? It's not the same. Anyway, that's the link for protesting in Scotland. Oh, I'm sorry to see you go, Mena, but thank you for joining. I really, really appreciate it, and we'll catch up later, okay? Yes, poor cat. Oh, poor cat. Oh, I don't mind, Joe, the spelling of my name. I'm used to see it in so many ways that I don't even notice anymore. Joe Low Jack is a good. Swiss Home. In London, there is what Fluffer might be able to help me. There is it called Swiss House in London? You know, between Leicester Square and when you go that way. Square that way. I think it's Swiss House, where you can buy cheese and swatch watches and yeah. Gruyere, yeah. And I don't go for mild cheese. I go for the very strong one. So the Gruyere, the stronger the better. Um, Perhaps one day we can do a live and we can speak only about Switzerland. If that interests you, we can do that. Cheese, is that what raclette is made? No, 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 no. Raclette is not. Wait a second. I was thinking about fondue. Fondue is another cheese. Raclette. Does Gruyere make raclette cheese? I did a presentation about this stuff once for my work colleagues. I can't remember. Yeah, they should be doing a raclette cheese too. Yeah, but hey, don't forget we don't only have Gruyere in Switzerland, but we don't have the vast variety. We don't have as many as the French ones. Oh, raclette. Oh, guys, you have to stop talking about food. Swiss food. Love it. I loved Edinburgh. I lived there for a few years way back. I worked at Waverley Station food court. Oh, you wouldn't recognize Waverley Station anymore. It's all redone. Oh my God. Um, and I have to say, Scientology is not far away from Waverley Station. So if you remember Southbridge, so that's if you come from Leith, you have a road that goes to Southbridge, and then if you continue to the beginning of Princess Street, that you have Waverley Station. So just after the bridge, Scientology is over there. Swiss Cottage, thank you, new name. That's the name of the place in London, Swiss Cottage. Well, a cottage is a house, right? I wasn't far. Let them. Oh, I love Edinburgh. Yeah, I love Edinburgh. You know what I did last year? Was it last year? Yeah, last year with a friend of mine and my mother when she came to visit. So they have, but you know, the old fashioned double decker, red double decker London buses. And they have them and they do tours. It's mainly for tourists. But at the same time, they serve you afternoon tea with Prosecco. How beautiful is that? It was amazing. They have some amazing ideas, honestly. Thank you, DJ. I'll have a look later. We're gonna have to finish soon because my cat is here. She is as on time when it comes to her stomach. So the dogs are still sleeping, so I'm not moving too much. Well, Janelle, you know, the French and the Swiss, we have a bit of a war when it comes to cheese because the French are selling French Gruyere. There's no town, no village, no city called Gruyere in France. And the cheese doesn't come near our Gruyere. They call the other very well-known Swiss cheese, the one with the holes, is the Emmental. Emmental is a valley. It's the name of a valley in Switzerland, and the French are also selling a French Emmental. They have enough of their own cheeses. Why do they have to try to get ours as well? Huh? Well, I said it now. Little Switzerland is really close to not visited. Well, everyone, I so appreciate every one of you. Um, any more questions, or shall we just? I just don't know what to say to you guys. um, I'm still so sorry for the ones that have been here since the beginning, like Janelle and DJ and Fluffer since 7 o'clock. These technical issues. I'm still actually quite annoyed, to be honest with you guys. Um, what is a stream rate, Fluffer? Do you want to do a stream rate? A stream rate? You want me to rate what? Oh, thank you. I could talk for Scotland, honestly, or for Switzerland, or wherever. The Drakensberg Boys Choir. We drip a link to another channel where it's live. Okay, I don't know how that works. I'm on StreamYard, so and I'm using it for the first time, and it works straight away compared to YouTube. I'm still pissed at YouTube, honestly. Okay, let me just check, Fluffer. I don't know how that's gonna work. I'll try, but let me see. Who is live? Uh, Manning 8. Oh, he's traveling. Or he's a traveler. Um, sorry. Literary Search is live and Cups Champions 16. So wait a second, let me come back to see you guys. Nice to meet you too, The Journey. I hope to see you in any of the chats again. Don't forget, we're here to get this cold down. But don't forget, I also want to have a good laugh with everyone. Once in a while, we need to have a little break. And if you want to have a good laugh, let me know. Send me an email. My email is evoilabrigitte in one word at outlook.com. It's also in the description of my channel if you need, if you don't remember. Also, don't forget if you have any suggestions for um, um, resources to be added, well, suggestions, send it to submit at sptv.space. Make sure you type it correctly. What else? Let me see. Search or Cup Champion. I don't know who Cup Champion is. Search, I know. Obviously, literally search. Cups is very good also. It's good to love. Yes, love, cheese, and cats. And dogs. When you least expect, I will throw in a joke. Maybe bad, but still. Oh, you're better than me with jokes. I'm horrendous with jokes. I can't even tell you a joke. But who was it? Um, when Drop Short Media said whoever wins the joke, Bridget is gonna choose which one won it. I think it was a good one. The Tom Bruce joke. Yeah, no, I know Serge is a second gen. Yeah, Cops is a protester in Boston. You can tell the joke I sent you in a minute in the email. I'll have a look, DJ. I'll have a look. But okay. Oh, you see Bria? That's Bria. Bria, come here. Come here. Come say hello. Come on, pussycat. Come on. Come. Come here. Yum, 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 yum. Look, my beautiful girl. Come sit here. Come here, Bonnie. Come say hello. They want to see you, Bonnie. Come here. Come here. Come on. Sit up. Oh, no, she doesn't want. Oh, she's too strong. You're too heavy. Come here. Come here. Sit here. She goes in the other direction. Okay, one day you already have Bria. So perhaps you haven't noticed. I'm Bridget. This is Bria. The one you don't see is Bonnie. And the boy, the only boy of the household, is Baxter. Have you noticed something? This is the last thing I'm asking you. What have you noticed about them? About us? Yeah, she's cute. She's a real tiger, I tell you. Joe Buchanan has won the question. Yes, we are all bees. And I just caught her. Say hello to everyone. She's so soft. Oh, you see, that's what I wanted to show you. That's my tiger. Okay, what do I do now? Do I rate someone or not? But how do I do that? Settings, present, invite, leave studio. I don't know what to do with this. Boom, 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 boom. Oh, you said I forgot. Sorry, Fluffer. You mean you put the link in? Yeah, drop the link because I'm still high about this life at the moment. And you see in here it's starting, not outside, but in here it's starting to get dark. And so, and you're sending people to whom? Yes, the journey, all bees. Bridget, Bonnie, Bria, and Baxter. Manning 8. I just noticed. Yeah, Manning. You sent everyone there? Oops, I lost it. I just noticed you added me too, Fluffer. I appreciate you so much. Thank you. And I appreciate everyone here. Thank you for your support. I can't wait for the next live. We'll do something. I don't know. I can't annoy you with my voice every day. So next week, we'll see what we can do. I still haven't updated the resources page today yet either. So have to do that. I have to, no, I first have to feed my zoo. Then we have to take the dogs out. And then I have to eat. And I have a little cry again because I'm gonna have to watch. I have to watch. How you say that? Celine's Dion performance of last night. Just beautiful, amazing woman. Okay, do I stop the live stream now or not? It's up to you guys. Everyone gone to Manning? Hip, hip, hooray. Everyone gone then? I still have 8 people. Well, 8 people watching. That doesn't mean they're in the chat, right? Is that right? I say goodbye too. Thank you so much again for joining and waiting and everything. Adieu, Nikolai. Bye. Bye. Catch you next time too. Perhaps a little bit later for the US to join. Um, I appreciate you all. Thank you so much. Fluffer, you are a star. Thank you. Okay, and this is it. Et voilà.